my name is Toni and today I thought I would do a video walkthrough of my Week in the Life album for 2014. I ended up going with the Ali Edwards kit and as well as the gold album, and I also used her Week in the Life templates, digital templates that she sells at aliedwards.com, and I will put the links below in this video. So I started with the gold album and I tied some ribbon around it with just a tag, a metal circular tag, and I wrote Week in the Life. And then I put a flair badge that I had in my stash and I wrote Week in the Life 2014 on the spine. You'll see that the ribbon is just tied around the inside of the album, or wrapped around and tied on the outside. So I start my album with a divided pocket. This actually had 12 pockets, but I cut off one row and I put some different things in the pockets: wood veneer and chipboard, sequins, a tag, a badge that came in the kit, and then this is Imperfect and Awesome. This was from, I believe, one of her story stamps, the True Story stamp subscription, and I stamped that on transparency and then stuck it into the pocket. So that's always a fun thing if you want to have stamping on your see-through pockets. That's a good tip for you. And I ended up using some of that red American Crafts red line tape to stick this to the outside. I had seen that Ali Edwards had done that on hers and I really liked it, so on a different page, I think it was on a different pocket, but I ended up getting that idea from her. And I also have some flair badges on the outside of the pockets. These are for my shop, and this one says "Let's do this," and this is from the Too Many Projects set. And then this one actually says October 27th through November 2nd, and that's from the Week in My Life kit in my shop. And I'll have a link below for that too, for my flair shop. The first page just says Week in the Life 2014. And then I get into the meat of the album. This is the first day of the week, Monday, October 27th, and every single day I start with the template with a really large day of the week and a large photo. So this one starts with a picture of my son and dog, and then I have a 3x8 photo of my daughter off the bus, some journaling, a picture of doing laundry that day. I have a see-through pocket, and every single day of the week I'm using one of these chipboard numbers in a pocket. Some of them are stapled, some are stitched inside, some are with acetate, some have sequins, just a little different. This one has some blue acrylic stars and some wood veneer. I don't know if you can see it, maybe a little bit better. There you go. Behind it, and then it's stitched at the top. And then I also have, every day of the week, I have some of these craft bags, and I think these were by maybe Life Love Paper. They were in the Studio Calico shop a few months ago, and I bought these specifically for Week in the Life. I just thought that would be really cool. And then I have shipping tags with extra journaling on each one. So that's for Monday. And that's a picture of me, a picture of my husband bringing the dogs home from the groomers on his own from work. He picked him up, and then a piece of acetate that says "You Are Here" on it. This was also in the Studio Calico shop a few months ago. Journaling card that's from the kit, and this just had a to-do list and different things I did that day. And then I have another one of the templates from Ali's kit here, and this one is just a photo template, and I did the journaling there. So, and this one I'll go ahead and read this one to you. It says, "Mondays are full of routines and the rhythm of everyday life. Mondays are for walking Isabel to the bus stop, taking the dogs for a long walk, and working in the studio. Mondays are for catching up on paperwork and housework after the long weekend. Mondays are a whirlwind of activity, to-do lists, and planning. Mondays are for working on blog posts and shop items and planning for the future of my business. Mondays are for a quiet house and creative play while the kids are at school and Eric is at work. Mondays are for mailing letters and taking the dogs to the vet and groomers. Mondays are for a quiet evening cuddling on the couch with my family. Mondays are for adjusting to a busy week ahead and preparing. Mondays are for tired kids and the kids going to bed almost without being asked. Mondays are for laying in bed with my husband and listening to him falling asleep after a very busy day at work." So it's just some, really basic journaling. I started every single sentence with "Mondays are," so just, some repetition there, just making it very simple and just a way to basically do a to-do list of what happened that day, but make it a little more interesting. I like how it turned out. Then I go to Tuesday, big picture of my dog Daisy, she's my sweetheart. Big picture of my son, picking him up from dry dock practices for swimming. I put a lot of tabs on these 3x8s, those came in the kit. Some more fall pictures on the back side, another one of these pockets with the tag that says Tuesday. And this is it. And this is a 2, Gold Emboss 2. that has some sequins and wood veneer. Honey, you could have went. My husband's trying to be quiet. He's trying to walk out front really quick. Stealth like. Thanks, babe. And there's some stitching here to hold the sequins and the stars inside. And then the two I stapled. A picture of me on one of my mini walks. I take walks a lot of days, so picture of my shoes, you know, out in the fall leaves. Picture of me on my computer. The Studio Calico chat was that day, so I had to take a picture of it. 11/11, that's my daughter's basketball tryouts. And then I got this. This was another one of the templates, and I was really happy with how this one turned out. This is one of my favorites. It's just a large picture of my daughter taking a shot, and it actually, like, the basket went in. It was a really good shot. I was really excited. I had it, I was shooting in manual mode, and when I got there, the setting was like perfect on my camera, and I took the picture and I didn't have to adjust anything. I was like, yes! I get so excited when that happens. Because for me, manual is not always easy, so I was excited. And then this card was one of the days of the week journaling cards that came in the kit. Like this Monday one. This one I just cut into a circle, so it's kind of like, you know, basketball. And then stitched it, and then I just talked about how she, you know, tried out and she did really good, and I was so excited because I caught it on film. So that was pretty cool. And then this Embrace and Celebrate and Monday through Sunday thing was also from one of her story subscriptions. It's from, here, I'll show you. This stamp set. So it's from the one for October. This one ended up being really good to go in Project Life. So I used that stamp set a lot in this. Then I go on to Wednesday. Wednesday, it's a picture of me in the office in the early morning light. So it just talks about, it's an early morning full of blog work, flair design, and lots of coffee. It's my typical morning ritual and one of my favorite parts of my day. I love to get some work done while the house is quiet, so that's true. And then just some journaling cards from the kit. This is another one of those wood veneers with gold embossing powder on it, number 3, and I stapled it to the pocket, and I also put a piece of transparency inside it. This is one of those older Hambly ones. So I stuck that in there, and then another Wednesday pocket with some journaling, just talking about some different stuff that day. Oh yeah, this one's funny. I put True Story all over it, and I talked about how we have family in Washington State, and we went back to see them this summer, and I accidentally, in all my packing, packed one of my nephew's shoes, so I had to mail it back. So I took a picture of it and I put it in there because it's just really random to go to the post office and mail back one shoe. I don't know. It made me laugh. I'm still laughing about that one. And then Imperfect and Awesome was also from this True Story stamp set that I just showed you. This was a card that just said Everyday Magic, and it had the blue stars and the white on the bottom, and I just used a white star for my stash. I stapled that on top, did some stitching here, and put the date just to kind of jazz it up, and I really like how that turned out. I'm obsessed with stars, so. The back side, just another journaling card. This just happened, some stitching and wood veneer just to kind of dress it up. Pictures of my kids and I. That Wednesday, they ended up not having school. It was like an in-service day, and our school district's doing it on Wednesdays this week. It's kind of weird, but anyways, I had the kids. We did some errands that day, some shopping, and we went to Moe's for dinner. You know, the place that says, welcome to Moe's. I don't know if you live in the South, but we like Moe's. It's awesome. They have really good, healthy Mexican food that's fresh and inexpensive. Oh, and the Moe's we go to gives 50% off to military, so we love that. Thank you, Moe's. It's a big 3x8 picture, some journaling on the top, and just a picture of my husband and I laying on our bed watching, I don't know what show he's watching. I don't know. But anyways, just kind of talking. This is one of those days where it was like, I took the kids to run a bunch of errands and do shopping during the day, and they were just done. Like right after we went out to like a late lunch, they were done, and we still had like 3 hours of shopping to do, and I was dead. I was absolutely dead when I got home that night, and like the highlight was like just laying on the bed with my husband and just talking to him. It was awesome. And I just kind of talked about, you know, the day and that we had to, we went to Dick's Sporting Goods because we had to get a bunch of gear. My daughter's in basketball and my son's in swimming, and like we had to buy like swim jammers for him and a swim cap, and he needed another pair of tennis shoes because he just had the one. She needed a pair of shoes for basketball. He needed a pair of slides for swimming. I mean, it was just like, I did this huge trip. Oh, and she also, her winter coat no longer fit, and she needed some jeans. Because when we went back to school, we didn't buy them because in North Carolina, when you go back to school at the end of August, you don't actually need pants really till November because the weather's nice. So we went and got those. So, and then I just put a big E and I here for Elliot and Isabel. And we went to Dick's Sporting Goods. I took this picture of them by the shoes, and I was just struck by how much taller my son is than my daughter. And it's kind of ironic because she's 11 and she's 5'1", so she's like one of the tallest kids. She is, I think, the tallest kid or second tallest kid in her class by a lot. So she's actually very tall for her age, but her brother is almost 3.5 years older, and he's 5'11". And so I just kind of wrote E, 5'11", 135 pounds, age 14.5 almost, because he just turned 14.5 November 13th. And then her, I wrote 5'1", 89 pounds, age 11. Just so, you know, you forget those things sometimes, so it's kind of fun to remember. And I just, oh my God, I can't believe how big they are and how huge he is. Seriously, how did that happen? And then I have a label here, some journaling, some hand journaling, a gold heart sticker, and one of these like labels that came in the kit, and it says yes that happened, because like, wow, how'd they get that big? And some stitching at the top. Okay, so now I'm on Thursday, and you'll see I start Thursday with a big photo of my daughter. It's a 3x8 insert, just a bunch of pictures from our house, and I just created a 3x8 template in Photoshop Elements, and then these are all just 2" by 3" wide pictures. So me walking the dogs, doing the dishes, picking up my daughter from school, and then that is a huge pile of to-do lists that I had crumpled up, and I had crossed them out and finished them, and I was so excited that I got them all done. Just a bunch of journaling about like what was going on that day. I did a lot of words this year, which I was actually really excited about. It's kind of, I think it'll be fun to look back on. A tag that just talks about the Halloween party we went to that day. Had to fold it because it didn't quite fit, but that works. The orthodontist by our house was doing this special Halloween party, so that's what that's about. A flare that says Thursday. This is in my week in the life set in my Flair shop. That link will be below. The number 4, that's embossed with the gold glitter, and then a piece of transparency. This is from the Brighton Pier one, is on that. Picture of my husband, some chipboard, some donuts from around town. And then these are just some pictures from that Halloween party at our orthodontist office. They have one every year. And they had a bunch of pumpkins that various dentists from around the area had decorated. There was an animal guy that brought in like a alligator and a porcupine and some other animals to show the kids. And then there was face painting and pizza, and it was just really fun. And then this is a picture of my husband after work. And I really like this photo because he comes home. He works as a welder. He has a really physically demanding job, and he works 10-hour days. And then he comes home and he walks in the house and he sits down on the bench and he takes off his shoes. And that's like our evening routine. Every day he comes home at 5:15, between 5:13 and 5:17, and this is what he does. So captured that, and so I thought that was kind of a cool thing to capture. And then we're on to Friday, and week in the life this year, Friday was Halloween. So it was kind of a special day. This year, my daughter decided to be a zombie, and then my son was Russell Wilson for the 2nd year in a row. He just wears his Seahawks jersey, so he was happy. And then I have a 5x7 insert of my husband with our ferret, Flash. And this is just a 5x7 Becky Higgins page protector, and then I just punched a couple extra holes and the rest lined up, and it worked really well. And then the back side is a picture of my daughter and husband, and it's so funny, they look exactly alike. She looks just like him. So, and then I wrote IFE because it's Isabel, Flash, Eric. So, and then I have a flare here that has a skull on it, and this is from one of my Halloween sets in my shop, and again, I'll put the link below. And then a Friday pocket with the tag in here, and this just talks about, it talked about how we got our ferret a month ago and what it's like to have a ferret now. That's kind of cool. And then another number 5 with gold glitter because it's 5th day a week in the life. And then on this one I put some gold sequins, some cream sequins, and then some, I don't know if you can see it, it's some wood veneer pieces that are pumpkins and bats that were from Jelly Bean's suit that I thought were kind of cute because, you know, of Halloween, and I stitched that in. And then the back side you can see, I think you can see it a little bit better there, the pumpkins and bats. It's kind of fun. Love those. Just some cards. This Halloween card set I think was Studio Calico. And then this was another template from Allie Edwards' Week in the Life. This plastic's coming out, so I just thought I'd fix that before it gets messed up. And just, I put a bunch of pictures from Halloween in that template, and they're really easy to do. I really like her digital templates. Just, you know, us going trick-or-treating. We ended up meeting up with Isabel's best friend, Lily. Went around their neighborhood, all the kids there, and there was a bunch of people that decorated, and there's a spin out that said free brains and like some noodles. It was kind of funny, so I took a picture of that. Saturday, it was a day that we were just all tired. Like, we walked forever and ever and ever on Friday night, and it was freezing that night. And on Saturday, we were just dead. We all slept in, we all took naps that day. I mean, we're all tired. I don't know if it was the season change. I think that's part of it. My daughter, as it turned out, ended up getting a really bad cold, like a virus that lasted a week. And this was like the start of it. On Saturday morning, we were watching YouTube videos. I can pull them up on my TV in our bedroom. And so my daughter and I were laying in bed watching videos. It was kind of funny. So I talked about that. My husband is going to school to get an extra certification to become an orbital welder, and so this is a picture of the machine that he's learning on, and then I sized it to 3x8. My daughter laying on the couch just miserable, and the dog very concerned for her. She ended up getting this virus, and we thought she was better Monday afternoon, so we sent her to school on Tuesday, and then like towards the end of the day she had a headache again, so she came home. So she was sick Saturday, Sunday. Stayed home from school Monday, went to school Tuesday, at the end of the day got a bad headache, and then was out the rest of the week. Like, she kept spiking fevers at night, and then was like almost like she wasn't even sick at all during the day. So she missed 4 days of school, which is just, I mean, our kids miss no school, maybe a day a year, so that was very weird for us. But you know, she handled it well, and you know, she was a champ. She would shake a lot at night and get really hot, but then during the day she was just kind of tired. So we cuddled a lot that week and watched videos and watched lots of YouTube videos. I also took the guinea pigs out that day. We have 2 guinea pigs. That's Oreo and Snickers. So I just said today was a day where the, you know, guinea pigs got to go out in the front yard and explore. There's this flair. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Or this wood veneer. I put it upside down in the pocket. It says to the moon and back, and I had got that like, oh my gosh, over a year ago at 2Ps. Oh, I miss 2Ps. There, so I stuck that. Another one of those Saturday pockets with the tag that just talks about Eric, how hard he works and how he's doing all these extra trainings on his day off. Because this weekend he went to training all day Saturday and Sunday to get this extra certification. So that, and then a number 6, because it's 6th day, gold glitter zing. And this one I stapled onto, I think this is a Brighton Pier acetate, another one with the stars. Or no, this isn't Brighton Pier, this was Storytime, the baby collection Pseudo Calico had over a year ago. So it's from that. And then Live the Life You Love, Love the Life You Live. This also 2Ps had, and that was from the Amy Tangerine collection +1 with the Calvert Husky handwriting. So I finally used that. This was about using some things that I've been hoarding for a while, so I was proud of myself for using them. This is from the kit this Saturday. This is a Studio Calico kit, make more, and I wrote of everything. And then on this day I just kind of did like a roundup of a bunch of different things from the week. So some different projects I had worked on, YouTube. Allie Edwards had like retweeted something I had posted, so I was like, oh my gosh, I got a retweet from Allie Edwards, so I put that on there. I thought that was kind of cool. A couple Halloween cards I had made and sent out that week, coffee. And so I just talked about, this week I was busy working on projects for Week in the Life. And I talked about YouTube and about how a month ago I had like 100 subscribers, and then when I wrote this I had over 300, and now I have over 400, and so thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I just can't believe that. That's crazy. So thank you so much for your support. And then we're on Sunday, the last day. So this day my husband was working in the backyard and we were planting some plants, and little did we know this was going to be like the last day where it was like in the mid-70s, because right after then it started getting really cold here, and I don't like the cold, so, but that was a great day. It was really sunny. Other than Isabel being sick, of course. Picture of my son and dog, and he had finished his homework and he's flopped out on the couch with his iPod watching YouTube videos and petting the dog, and I just love that picture. So cute. Picture of my daughter. It's not the best picture of her. It's kind of grainy from my phone, but you know, when your kid's sick, you don't always get the perfect photos, because what are you doing? You're taking care of your kids, right? So it was just kind of like a, when she was feeling well, we did stuff. When she wasn't, we cuddled with her and gave her Tylenol or ibuprofen. We kind of alternated. And then I have a number 7 here, last day. A couple pictures of the guinea pigs. We bring them downstairs at night sometimes when they watch movies with us. Kind of funny. The dogs like him, so they all get along. another pocket and a tag. And then I just talked about how Eric works in the yard and Isabel was sick. And then this year we planted azaleas, and we planted tulip, daffodils, and ranunculus. So I thought that might be kind of cool to look back on years from now what we planted. So that'll be fun to see in the spring. Then this is another one of those transparencies from Studio Calico. It just has some words, and I put it on the back of a white photo, you know, the back side of the photo, so you can actually see it better. And then I'm on Sunday, and then I ended the book with another one of these pockets, and I just put some vellum. This is like that Dear Lizzie 5th and Frolic vellum, which I'm down to like half of a 12 by 12 sheet, so I made myself use a 2 by 2 square. I was very proud of myself, so good job. Some more of that Storytime acetate from Studio Calico. Gold clip that I actually put in a pocket, and I really like it stitched in a pocket. It's a gold star clip, like paper clip. I'm like, that's cool. I'll have to do that again. White star, because you know, stars. And then just some more photos that, you know, I didn't use on the other days. And this is just one of us. This was on Monday night, of all of us like just flopped out on the couch, just all tired. It's just like Monday nights, we're all like dead to the world. So I'm really glad that most of the time we don't have a lot of activities Monday night besides Elliot's swim team from 8 to 9 at night. He goes to practice, but the rest of us are pretty relaxed Monday night, which is good because usually we're all tired. Sunset or sunrise in the morning, some leaves, planting azaleas, our bulletin board with just like all these random things that are going on right now, so I thought that was kind of funny. Washing makeup brushes, because you know you gotta do that sometimes. My walk in the neighborhood. And then this side I thought was kind of cool. I had picture of my son and daughter that I didn't use, some 2x2s, and this was the day that Elliot found out that he made the varsity swim team for his school, so we were really excited. That was actually right after Week in the Life, but I went ahead and put this picture here because I like it of him. And he doesn't always let me take pictures, so you know, gotta get what you can get sometimes with teens. And then just pictures of our beds, which I thought was kind of, you know, fun to capture. So this is what my daughter's bed looks like, sort of made, sort of not, and a huge thermos of water by her bed because she's a big water drinker. And then my husband and our bed, and we have bookcases on our sides of the bed, so the books. And then my son's room, pretty clean, lots of books also, he's a big reader, so I thought that was kind of cool. And that is the end of my Week in the Life album. Sorry if this video is a little rambly, but just, you know, sometimes that's what these videos are, I guess. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by today. So this is my Week in Life album for 2014. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below in the comment section. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, a like, so that I know that you're liking this kind of content, and I know if you want to see more of these walkthroughs, video walkthroughs. If you have any, if you have any questions about how I did anything or whatever, I'm happy to answer them. And just thank you so much for subscribing. I have over 400 subscribers now, and I'm really excited, and I'm gonna do a giveaway when I get to 500, so definitely be looking out for that. Hopefully, you know, the way this has been growing, maybe, you know, before the end of the year I'll be at 500, which would just be crazy. So if that happens, you know, I'll definitely do a big giveaway. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get rid of, so I'll happily rack that out to someone. And just thank you so much for stopping by today. Have a really blessed and happy holiday season, and if I'm not back on YouTube again before Thanksgiving, have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.